What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. Happy birthday to my peoples out there. The Federal Reserve Banks are not a part of the federal government, but they exist because of an act of Congress, a sneaky act, by the way. While the Board of Governors is an independent government agency, the Federal Reserve Banks are set up like private corporations. Member banks hold stock in the Federal Reserve Banks and earned dividends. Please remember that. This earned dividends right here, according to their own website and definition of what the Federal Reserve Bank system is, they earn a dividend from interest that the taxpayers pay. So the money that they're printing to quote-unquote bail us out, or mainly bail their rich investor friends and rich people that run these corporations that need the money, bailing them out. We as citizens are the ones that are going to pay for that loan that they're giving to the federal government in the form of taxes. We're the ones that's going to pay that. So whether it's $2 trillion, $6 trillion, $10 trillion, whatever the amount is, we as citizens are the ones that's going to pay that back. Not only that principal, all right, the initial loan, but also the interest that comes along with that loan, all right? And to give you an idea of what $1 trillion is, if you were to, from this second right now, earn $1 every second over the next 30 years, you'll become a billionaire. But in order to become a trillionaire, you'll need to earn $1 every second over the next 33,000 years. Remember that. This is coming out of the Daily Hodl. Bitcoin bull Anthony Pompliano rates best assets to invest in after global economic tsunami. The co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital, Anthony Pompliano, is laying out his top investments over the next 18 to 24 months. In a new letter to investors, the outspoken crypto proponent says Bitcoin is his number one pick to surge in the aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic, given it a score of 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. So he is definitely a Bitcoin bull. All right. You have a positive demand shock happening at almost the exact same time that you have a negative supply shock. This is going to be rocket fuel for the decentralized digital currency. And he's given a Bitcoin price prediction of between 20,000 and 100,000 over the next 2 years. His second best investment, he believes, are equities or stocks, and he's given them an 8 out of 10. In my opinion, I believe that he should be giving it a 3 out of 10. But I understand why he's doing that, because the government is just going to, or actually the Federal Reserve, I take that back, the Federal Reserve is going to be printing money to save all these companies. And that's basically what he says right here. The big risk here is that these companies could go bankrupt because most of their revenue has evaporated. I am not a believer that this will happen. Instead, it is more likely that we will see significant consolidation in sectors overlaid with government assistance to prevent the destruction of entire industries. And then he gives a 5 out of 10 on oil, and then a 3 out of 10 on gold. We know that Peter Schiff probably is pulling his hair out because he gave it a 3 out of 10. But I definitely could see, and again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I definitely could see gold and other precious metals having some kind of significant gain within the next 18 to 24 months, because people are going to want to put that printed money into real assets. And yes, stocks as well. I would have given oil a 1 out of 10, because over the next 10 years or so, we'll see a lot of phasing out of gasoline as the main form of fuel for vehicles. And that's just, again, my opinion. And the reason why I'm all in on crypto and I wouldn't give an 8 out of 10 on stocks is because although a lot of stocks right now are paying dividends, we see that other cryptocurrencies such as Cardano, Tezos, Icon, Atom, or Cosmos, right? They pay a dividend as well. Tomo Chain, they pay a dividend as well, just for holding the coins, all right? And like in one of my not last videos, but one of my videos a couple of weeks ago now, or several months ago, I talk about how this is all the money in the world, and that cryptocurrencies is probably this little house right here. The whole crypto market. Meanwhile, we have all of this to absorb as far as money coming into the cryptocurrency market. All right. And again, this is just my opinion. All right. Next, we have how much $100 of Bitcoin could be worth when the last Bitcoin is mined. And this is coming out of the Bitcoiners.com. This was written back in on February 27th, 2020. So everybody knows that one day Bitcoin mining will eventually cease and the last Bitcoin will be mined. The date for this is expected to be around the year 2140, so exactly 120 years from now. So what could an investment of $100 be worth? $100 now be worth in 120 years time. All right. So Bitcoin to the moon. To estimate the price of Bitcoin well into the future, we need to take a look at growth models for the cryptocurrency. The two most well known are parabolic TRAVS, parabolic super trend, price growth model, and Plan B's stock to flow model, S to F. All right. Hal Finney, and if you don't know who Hal Finney is, Hal Finney, oh, you can hear my stomach grumbling. I'm sorry if it gets picked up on the mic. Hal Finney was, the first person that Satoshi Nakamoto sent a Bitcoin to, and Hal Finney predicted Bitcoin to have a price of $10 million per coin back in 2009. In Finney's estimate, he simply took the estimates up for world household wealth and divided it by 21 million coins. So here's the parabolic super trend. Again, everything will be linked in the description below so that this way you could come and see these charts yourself. So according to parabolic super trend model, wow, try to say that fast 5 times, closely correlates with Plan B's stock to flow model. While many investors discount the idea of parabolic growth, Bitcoin has already grown over 2 million % since Marty Miami sold the first Bitcoins for fiat currency in 2009 to its all-time high of 20K in 2017. And since then, all right, since 2009 till December of 2019, that's been over 9 million % growth. So this is the parabolic chart right here. And one thing human beings can't seem to understand is parabolic growth, or the growth of an S-curve, all right, or exponential growth. We tend to think of things in linear growth, all right, because we see how people grow and get old over time, right? But a parabolic growth is exponential, all right, and people can't fathom that. So here it is. Bitcoin follows an S-curve of technology adoption because while it is a currency, it is also new technology, which is being adopted by new users at S-curve adoption rates. And this S-curve adoption rate technology chart is, again, you could come and look at it yourself. But if you check it out, the telephone took some time to get adopted over basically a whole century. But if you look at newer technologies, it follows not even an S-curve. It's like going. It's not like it is going straight up in a vertical line. It's not even going in an S-curve. It's going straight up in a vertical line because one, we're still so early, right? So as you can see, smartphones, social media, and the tablet is going in a straight up line. And this is the line or the curve that Bitcoin is adopting right now. Because one, we're still so early in that curve. So when people think that they've missed out on Bitcoin, they really have no idea how early they still are. And this is the price right now today, $6,667. All right. So here we go. This is the Bitcoin monetary inflation chart, and we know that the halving is coming. And it's going to go down to this right here. And this is this stock to flow chart. So here we go. Finney's estimate in light of parabolic growth and S to F. Credit Suisse, reputable bank, estimates global household wealth to be $360 trillion in USD. Dividing this number by 21 million Bitcoin puts us at a price of $17 million per Bitcoin. Now, according to chain analysis, as much as 4 million Bitcoins have been lost and gone. So actually, that puts us at $21 million per Bitcoin. So buying $100 worth of Bitcoin at today's current price, well, at the price according to, written at the time of this article, which was February 27th, Bitcoin's price was 8,880. You would have gotten this many Satoshis, but so that means that in 100 years, that $100 will be worth a little over 238,000. But if you're going by today's prices, as of right now, today, March 25th, 2020, that $100 will equal to a little over $317,000. So it's good to look at these price predictions and imagine where Bitcoin will go in the future. However, no one knows. And I like to go back to this chart right here, which shows all of the world's money in comparison to actual buildings. So this is the Twin Towers, and this is the price of gold, or not gold, but the amount of money in gold. And back then, this was only, I think, $6 trillion. And they're talking actually about printing $6 trillion. And now gold is about an $8 trillion market cap. So we have a lot of room to grow and a lot of money to absorb when it comes to monetary growth for Bitcoin. But you let me know, what do you think of my opinion and Anthony Pompliano's opinion here when he talks about Bitcoin, going to $100,000. People can't see that, not unless you're in the Bitcoin space, of course. But what do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and remember to like, share, and leave your comments. If you're listening on the podcast, please leave a 5-star review. It's Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.